Yo, what's happening, people? United Central back again with another video. It's Premier League review, none other than with my boy Aaron. What's happening, bro?
How you doing, man?
Everything blessed?
Everything blessed, man.
Obviously, we've got to start with Man United because,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, it's United Central, isn't it? 2-1. For me, scrapey win, man. I thought Watford deserved a point in that. You know what I mean? I don't obviously want United to win, but looking at the game in hindsight, man, Watford, especially in that first 10, 15 minutes, we got barraged chance after chance. They were getting their box, the 50-50s. They were winning anything. You know what I mean? The lobbing to Delafeu was causing problems.
Yeah.
The Corey was running the midfield. This guy, yeah, I don't know what it is yet, but I'd want him. But then at the same time, I know there's going to be consistent performances from the Corey. But Watford, man, they should have deserved the point at least, man. You know what I mean? How did the game go for you, man?
It's just like you said, man. Watford were better at everything except for scoring goals.
Yeah.
And except being clinical up front as well, because they had a lot of opportunities, but they were just not clinical. If they had one clinical striker up there, or one clinical forward, they would have scored a lot of goals. You know what I mean? So they did everything better, man. They played better football. They used better the spaces. They created better spaces.
And they had two in midfield to start off with when they see the
In
formation.
midfield that were running everything. The Corey blood. Whoa.
It's like two midfielders, isn't it?
Yo, this guy has got lungs for days. Like, fam, this guy was everywhere. Like, I don't know. I think there's a difference as well, obviously, when you watch it on TV and in the stadium. We were in the stadium, bruv. We could see it. Decore was everywhere. Literally. Nah, the guy he's a really good player. It wouldn't surprise me if he leaves Watford at the end of the season because he's just...
What would you say, how much should you go for right now in this current market?
This current market, 50 mil. Like 50 mil. I reckon...
I think he'd go for 30 mil, you know.
But he's a good player, and I think Watford would want to keep him, especially if they go far in the FA Cup or they finish in like 6th or 7th. Because 6th is basically Europa League.
Yeah.
So if they finish, well, it's practically impossible because, Chelsea's there. But let's say they finish 6th, then, they're playing Europa League, so they would want to keep hold of that. Do you know what I mean? Hold of Decore. But yeah, Decore, man, he ran the show, and we were just poor, man.
Yeah, and then we got the game, poor. You know what I mean? What they call it? Against the run of play.
Yeah.
And then, sure, fair play to him, man. What a ball that was to find Rashford. Yeah. I felt like Rashford was doing too many of them runs, but no one was picking him out. And finally, just landed him, you know what I mean? Watford, all out C at the back. And then Rashford, you know what, man? Fair play for him with that finish, Because sometimes we can all argue that Rashford, not got the best finishing. When he comes under pressure, somehow can't do it. But that was a confident finish,
Yeah, man. And it's the first time, I think, if I'm not mistaken, the first time he's hitting double figures. So that's good for his confidence. And, he's getting better and better. So great finish from him. Because I was a bit like when you got the ball, I was like, oh, is he going to score? Is he going to miss?
Yeah.
Because to me, there's only one player. Like when he's free on goal, I know he's going to score. That's Martial. Like with Rashford, I struggled a little bit. I don't know. Lukaku, you really don't know when. You really don't. If that was him free on goal, bro, we don't know if he's scoring. But yeah, he took his goal well, man. It's good for his confidence. He's on 10 goals now, so that's good.
And then we had like a good few chances after that. Martial, you know what I mean, hit it straight at the keeper.
Yeah.
I think Pogba just, missed shot it. There was a couple of chances towards. I didn't want that first half to finish for me, and I felt like we should have got the second in there. But then again, second half a little bit flat again, man. And then Martial, man, just poked it in. I don't know if he even saw the Martial when he seen it. He thought, oh, where's the ball gone? And then he got it. And then from where I was, East Stand, you could see like he didn't know where the ball was. And then obviously he got it and then shot it. But then it was 2-0.
Yeah, I was in Sir Alex Ferguson stand, so I couldn't really see what was happening. You could see the scuffle a little bit, and then I just seen the ball go in the net. But then I seen it again on TV, and you can see he was trying a little back heel thing, didn't work, and then he stood up. Obviously, the goalkeeper made a little mistake there and just put it in the back of the net. But Martial obviously got his goal, but he was non-existent, man. He was non-existent. He wasn't.
Sometimes he doesn't look bothered, man. It was so introvert. Yeah, that there was so many opportunities where Matt had the ball. He could have went in there. There was a few crosses went in, and he could have just took a risk and just go in there, man. I don't know what is it. He needs to work on this all-round game,
I think obviously Martial, when he was at Monaco, he played as a number 9. He came to United. We shifted him over to the left. Yeah. So now, if you look at the difference between him and Rashford just likes to run in it. Like he puts his arm up, makes the run, you just gotta give him the ball. Martial likes the ball to his feet. So to me, it's clear that he's still working with the mind of a number 9. So to me, it wouldn't hurt anyone to try Martial as a number 9 next season.
Yeah.
Play a couple of preseason games with Martial as a number 9. See how it works out, because he's proper thinking like a 9, bro. I'm telling you, if he played in a number 9 role, his hold-up play would be better than Lukaku's and Rashford's.
Because when the ball sticks to him, it does stick to him, though.
Exactly. So when it sticks to him, if he plays in that number 9 role, he can feed Rashford, who could be on the wing, or feed someone that's going to be on the right-hand side. We're hoping it's going to be Sancho. So if we can feed both of them, or anyone that's going to play on the right, Lingard, that would be good. So I just don't think I don't think he's comfortable yet after 3 years as well.
Yeah.
All this time he's been here. Or is it 4 years? I can't remember. Yeah. All this time he's been here, I don't think he's comfortable in that number 11 role, like the wing, the role as a winger. I think he still thinks like a number 9, and I hope Ollie's going to consider that as an option next season. So,
and then obviously Burnley deservedly got the 1 goal back, and it was a nervy ending. But United 3 points at the end, man. That was a big win, man. You could all say, "Oh, the performance there," but end of the day, we'll look at the results coming up. But 3 points was. Well, it had to be a given, and we got that.
To be fair, that Watford goal was a good goal.
Good goal, you know.
That was obviously I had to go out early because I had to do the fan cams and I had to hold the camera. But I saw it afterwards on TV. That was a good goal.
1-2.
That wasn't even a 1-2. Like Deeney knew that Decore was going to make the run, so that's why he just left it through his legs. Do you know what I mean? So proper goal, man. Our defense was sleeping back there, man. If that was 1 or 2 more minutes on the clock, could have been dangerous.
You know, to be fair, we did waste time at the end quite nicely, you know what I mean? A few times, you know what I mean, the throw-ins and that. But yeah, man, United 3 points and takes us to 4th. 1 point, obviously, we'll see what the results come at the end, but 3 points and that's all you can ask for. Sometimes you can say, performances, but at this time, at the end of the season, you just want the 3 points and get us to top 4, and the next season we can build on the performance. But yeah, man, going into the next games, obviously the early kickoff, Fulham 0. Man City 2, but I feel like it could have been 4 or 5, man. In that first half, City were peppering them, man.
I was watching the first half before I came to Old Trafford, and Man City, it was not even that Man City was dominating. Fulham was making too many mistakes. That first goal, we talked about him in United Talk. Fossey Mensah, man. What pass was that?
I told you, man, he keeps doing these silly mistakes. And when you're doing that at a club like that, I don't see it getting any better. Because the mistakes are mistakes, man.
But then, like we said, maybe it's Fulham and maybe his confidence is low. Maybe if he comes back in pre-season, Ollie's going to help him gain his confidence back, and he can play. He can play well. So I just think it's due to low confidence because he hasn't been used well. Imagine that you're going on loan to Fulham from Manchester United. Yeah, you're going to Fulham. You've got a manager there, I forgot his name, the first manager that was there that brought him up from the Championship. The manager's there, he gets sacked. Ranieri comes in, you don't know what role you're playing in Ranieri's plans. He gets sacked as well. Now Scott Parker's in, he expects something completely different again. I mean, Fossey Mensah played as a centre-back. I don't know if he's really, if he's comfortable enough to play centre-back, but I've known him to be either a central midfielder or, a right-back. So I don't think he's being played in his natural position there, but it doesn't take away from it doesn't take nothing away from the fact that pass was a horrible one, and obviously City got the goal from that one. But the first half, City was just all over them, man.
And then Aguero, man, same goals as Thierry Henry right now. For me, man.
I want to say something about that. You know, obviously I rate Aguero. He's a great goal scorer, but you look at Aguero now and Henry then.
I still take Henry.
Bro, I'll take Henry all day long because
I used to be physically scared of that guy, man, when he played for us.
Bro, before games, I used to piss myself because I knew this guy's up to something. Do you know what I mean?
I don't feel like he had more aura about him than was, you know what I mean?
Bro,
what's the word like?
Henry, you remember the game against us when we played at Highbury? Yeah. That goal that he scored.
Not a lob, but like a volley kind of thing.
Bro,
over the top of the keeper.
Who would have thought that goal was coming? No one. You just see 5 seconds later, boom, 2 touches, bang, goal. Do you know what I mean? Henry was scoring goals from nowhere. So, obviously, I rate Aguero, and I'm not disrespecting him, but bro, I don't think there's a comparison between those two, man.
Real talk. And then Man City again, man, easy win. You know what I mean? Everyone expected that, didn't they?
Yeah.
2-0. Crystal Palace 2, Huddersfield 0. Huddersfield all but relegated now.
Yeah,
Well, they are relegated.
Officially relegated.
For me, you know what I mean. I always felt that they lacked quality. To have, was it 14 points? Is it? We got 14 points. That is just not on, man. That's not Premier League quality. And for me, man, I don't want to be seeing that again. If they come back again, man, they need to get quality, man. Quality wins. You can't be having like some. What they got Mounier and all these kind. Come on, man. It needs to be better than that. You need to. Have the strikers even scored this season?
I don't even know, man. Like, they've just been poor overall. Like you said, 14 points, that's not enough, man. That's not Premier League quality. Like, you can get relegated, but not with 14 points, man.
Come on, man.
Do you know what I mean? So
Always looking at getting that in the last 8 games or something, the last 5 games, and this guy's on them. And then obviously Palace, man, you know what I mean? They always get some kind of form towards the end of the season, man.
Again, man, it goes up and it goes down, goes up, goes down. It's the same. But yeah, it's a good win for them. Have you seen that Zaha chance when he missed?
Bro, he should be buried him, man. That's the problem with him, man. He's not clinical enough, man.
He should be scoring that, man, all day long, man. But yeah, it's a good win for them.
Yeah. And then Leicester, 2-0 against Bournemouth, man. Leicester, 3 wins in a row. Is it 3 wins in a row? Yo, they're looking form now. They're going to be the ones that decide maybe the top 4 in the title race, you know, because they're playing Man City.
Yeah.
They're playing Arsenal.
Yeah.
They're playing... Is it Liverpool as well? Or,
I don't know.
yeah, but they're playing some of the top teams still. And, yo, they could decide the top 4 title race, you know.
Bro, remember when we talked about Brendan Rodgers being appointed? I remember what I said? I said from now on, they're going to play different and they're going to play more attacking and more attractive. And that's exactly what they're doing.
Yeah, and that Timberland's assist, man, yo.
Bro, I told you about
see that assist from Vardy, man.
Bro, it's just a matter of time before he starts scoring in top bins, left foot, right foot. I told you about that. You need to go look that. Anyone that knows Tielemans from Anderlecht, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Those goals he was scoring left foot, right foot, top bins. It's only a matter
Surely
of time
he's going to be scouted by top clubs. Surely he can't stay at Leicester. Leicester's too big for him, man.
I mean, he's only there on loan, and I don't know why they don't, because they don't have a buying option. So I don't know why they didn't put that in there. So if they're not going to buy him, then he's going to go back to Monaco. But obviously he's playing every game, so they have to buy him. Do you know what I mean?
And then Bournemouth, man, they're looking like they've just ended the season, man. There's nothing to play for. Yeah. They're not going to be relegated. They're not going to be sacked at the end of the season. How do they pick themselves up? They'll probably win another few games, but just the end of the season feel for them now, isn't it?
Yeah, mid-table team, innit? Like just random mid-table team thing. So yeah.
I didn't see this coming. Burnley 2, Wolves 0, man. Wolves, man, just, you know what I mean? They turn it up against United, man, but they somehow they lost to Huddersfield, now they're losing to Burnley, man. Maybe just Burnley wanted it more, but come on, man, they were poor, man. Did you see them?
Bro, Burnley were fighting for their lives. If they had lost this game, they would have been in the relegation battle, sorry. So massive, massive win for them because they're just, I think, 1 spot above the relegation zone. So massive, massive win for them because they're on 33 points. And I think someone else above them is on 33 points as well. I can't remember who it is. But yeah, massive, massive 3 points for them.
Yeah.
Massive.
Brighton, Lille, Southampton won. Boring game. I was watching it. It's boring. Probably got 1 chance in the game. Southampton, I guess, wanted it more because they're just trying to avoid,
actually,
you know.
Yeah, it is Southampton that's above. It's Southampton
exactly.
That's above,
so it was a big win for Southampton. A big win, big 3 points to Southampton.
Yeah, Southampton is above Burnley. So Burnley on 33, Southampton on 33 as well. So I think Southampton is above because of the goal difference. So yeah, massive 3 points for them as well. So that relegation battle is interesting as well. You know, it's actually interesting.
And I like it. It's like not everyone's relegated. At least 1 person just to be, you know.
Yeah, it's going to
be a little fight
till the end. You know.
Yeah, and next game, West Ham 0, Everton 2. Yo. Everton looking decent now, you know what I mean? Last couple of games now. But, boy, man, West Ham defending is comical, man. Especially the second goal, man.
Shambolic, man. But good win for Everton, man. Two wins on the bounce. They beat Chelsea, now they beat West Ham. It's good. It's good for them, man. Yeah. Good.
And decent result for Everton, you know what I mean? Now, it looks like they're all of a sudden getting in form for United. Just for United game, man.
Oh, I'm telling you.
Pissing me off, man. But, yeah, man. And going over to the weekend... Cardiff 1, Chelsea 2, man.
I was waiting for that.
Absolute joke, this is. Absolutely terrible, man.
Bro.
2019, yeah, and refereeing is still absolutely garbage, man. How more do you want to give that offside? Like, it was so clear and daylight to see how...
Apparently, the assistant said that when the scene was happening, Willian just took the corner in it. So apparently Willian was in his way.
Yeah,
so
but get out your way then. You're a
bullshit,
referee.
man.
You know that happened.
Bro,
Get yourself out of the way.
You
then.
get paid to see those kind of things. Do you know what I mean? So you need to, bro. I feel sorry for Cardiff. Man.
And the Rudiger, that's a red card all day long. That's a red card.
Bro,
People
this
saying
guy-
it's not a goal, the goal card opportunity. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
How do you know the keeper's gonna get it? He could have rounded the keeper. He could have done
Could've
anything.
rounded him, yeah.
It's not your decision to make that decision. You know what I mean? Like that was a clear red card, and that was a clear offside. How on earth should have seen Leo Warner? Did you see him?
Yeah, I seen him at the end. He was just standing in front of the ref, looking at him like, "Bruv, man, come on, man."
And I was looking at that game and I was thinking, oh, that's brilliant now. Cardiff have done a favour. For them, not even that, Cardiff could have got 3 points. Playing well, you know
And
what I mean?
if Cardiff get relegated and miss it by 3 points, bro, they're gonna go crazy because that game could have decided everything. You know what I mean? And Cardiff was playing well. They won front foot. So it was. I feel so sorry. for them.
I feel like they got robbed,
And
man.
Rudiger, before the red card, before the argument,
penalty.
he should have been sent off for 2 penalties, actually.
Yeah.
One on their striker and one on their defender.
Morrison, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He should have been sent off from early. And if not, then Cardiff should have gotten at least 2 penalties. You know what I mean? So...
Absolute joke, man.
sorry for them, man.
Officials getting worse. And, you know what, yeah? Let's hope for VAR next season, man.
It's like Neil Warnock said at the end. He said, we've got arguably the best league, but the worst officials. Do you know what I mean?
You know what? I could have not summed it up even more, man. I feel sorry for Cardiff, man, because I feel like they got robbed there. And Chelsea, man, got away with it. 3 points again now for them. You know what I mean? Now they've got 2 home games coming up, man. You know what, man? It's looking...
Bro, we need to do Cardiff justice, man. We need to slap Chelsea at home. You know what I
Trust
mean?
me, man. I think we will, And then the last game of the weekend, Liverpool 2, Tottenham. You know what? Bottle FC 1, sorry. Sissoko, man, you got to be scoring that, man.
Bro, I'm telling you, that has to... Oh, my God. If not a goal, square it to... Who was that next to him? Son.
See what Van Dijk said today?
No, I didn't.
He goes, I knew Sissoko on his left wouldn't score. Basically telling him it's shit, basically. You know what I mean? He said, if I had one person on his left, it would have been Son. But, yeah, man. Come on, man. Sissoko, bro. You got to be scoring that, man. Just look up. Anywhere. Like, literally, I reckon if you just shot anywhere, on the side, it would have went in.
Yeah, man. I think he's going to have that chance replaying in his head for days and days and days. But yeah, man.
Anywhere, bro, and it's in.
That could have decided the game there, you know.
And then Liverpool, man. Oh, man. That dodgy goal at the end, but Alderweireld, man. I don't want him at United now, man. Is he a Liverpool fan or what, man? Like,
it's not even Alderweireld.
You know what? It's Lloris, man. This guy, people saying, he's better than the game. Are you mad, G? Butterfingers FC, bro, man. Are you mad? I'm about better than the game, man. Get out of here, man. No way near is he the game's level, bro. Butterfingers, man. Absolute Butterfingers. You know what I mean? He could have put it anywhere. Why there? He could have catched it.
He should have, man.
Oh, man.
Yeah, man, like you say, Bottom Spurs back at it again, bro. It's happening again.
What, man?
It's happening again.
It's happening again, bro. And Liverpool.
And now it's wide open for us because now we're tied on points with Spurs. Both got 61 points. Obviously, it's Monday today, so we've got to wait with Arsenal, what Arsenal's going to do tonight against Newcastle. But, bro, it's wide open now, bro. It's wide open.
You know what it is, man? You know what? I think it's at 1 point between to the top 3 or something like that.
It's 1 point between 3rd and 6th, bro.
Wow.
That's mad.
That's actually crazy, man. Obviously, Arsenal are playing tonight. Yeah. What do you reckon of that? I reckon Arsenal probably win by that.
I think Arsenal will win as well, but it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough for them because Newcastle are not just gonna bend over and let them let Arsenal win so easily. But yeah, man, I'm hoping my guy Almiron's gonna do some magic.
Yo, please, Almiron on the front, man. Come out with that madness today, please, man.
Exactly, the Spanish trio up front there. So I'm hoping they're gonna do some madness tonight.
Yeah, just before we leave, just go a quick preview for the Wolves game. You know what I mean? It's a tight schedule, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. Every show, I want to try and bring out every show for you guys, but not enough schedule. Obviously, Wolves, they beat us last time. We need to get payback time. It's literally 3 points, and that's it. Because if we can beat Wolves, it will give us a good step in. Because obviously, we don't play till next Saturday, and I don't want to play, you know what I mean, have a week to hang over, you know what I mean, Wolves defeat, but we've got to win that. 3 points is a must.
Definitely. And I think Ollie, to approach this Wolves game now, because obviously we played them in the FA Cup, we crashed out. He needs to take a different tactical approach, and in terms of the personnel as well, I think we need to play different players in certain positions. I think we should play in a 4-4-2. Sorry, play 4 at the back. Obviously, Shaw, Lindelof. I think Lindelof should be back. I think Ollie said, in his press conference, he's going to be back. Lindelof, Smalling, to have that connection, you know, the intelligent guy and the rough guy. And then play Delo. And then in midfield, I would go for a diamond formation. Play McTominay as a holding midfielder. Play Pogba on the left, Fred on the right. I think Fred should get some minutes again.
It's criminal how he's not starting.
This is a game for him. It's a rough game. Obviously, Portuguese players, very rough, very physical, so he needs to be there. And then in that number 10 role, actually, do you know what? Because I'm thinking, in that number 10 role, instead of playing, in midfield, I'll go for holding midfield and McTominay, and then play Fred, and then Herrera on both sides of the midfield, left, right, and then in that number 10 role, I'll play Pogba. Give Pogba that freedom so he can create. If not Pogba, moving down to the midfield, but then he's going to play too defensive again.
I don't want him on the left again, man. That's criminal to be on the left again.
Put him in that number 10 role, play Herrera and Fred and McTominay, put Pogba in that number 10 role, and then 2 wide strikers up front, Lukaku and I'll go for Rashford because Martial picked up a knock, so I think he's going to be on the bench and then come on later on. But yeah, I think Lukaku will definitely help us because he was an option against Wolves the first time. He wasn't there. I think his physicality and his physique will, his physicality and his aggressiveness will help us against the 2 centre backs of Wolverhampton. So yeah, it's going to be good for us to put some crosses in as well. He can head them in. He can score with headers as well. So he's strong in the air. So we're going to need Lukaku tomorrow.
To me, I want to play match formation. I want to go with 3-5-2. I want to play 3 at the back because I feel like that's where we lacked in that area. Rashford was on his own playing against three defenders. So I feel like if we're not going to play 4-3-3, we need to play 3-5-2 and match them. And hopefully then it can be a battle, you know what I mean? Battle of formation. Yeah. But yeah, man, obviously, apparently Jimenez and Lyoto were arrested for Burnley. So they're fit and firing now, man. That's the new two Cajun man that we got to look out for again, man.
Again, those two, man, we need to pay attention to them because they were firing the first time they played against us. So yeah, man, it's gonna be tough, man. It's gonna be tough.
Yeah, man. Predictions for that. I'm going for, you know what, man, 2-1.
I think I'm gonna say 2-1 as well. Yeah.
That's it, guys. There you go. Premier League review. It's gonna be top. It's gonna be a nervy ending towards the season. Top 4 race is still on. Man United, now in 4th, 1 point behind Tottenham now. Would you have seen that? You know what I mean? A couple of months ago when Ole took over. But yeah, man, not the most convincing win on the weekend, but at the end of the day, it's all about the 3 points. Anyway, guys, where can we find the socials, man?
Mr. Aaron UTD everywhere.
Yeah, man. Respect for the guys. Get him down to 300 subscribers, man. It's nearly approaching that, man. Yes. Yeah, man. Big United content, but yeah, man. You know what to do. Like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you for the Wolves games. Take care. Bye-bye. Peace.